And when she asked for a looking-glass at home, looking glass on the wall, who in this land is the fairest of all? It answered at last, O Queen, in this land thou art fairest of all. Then her envious heart had rest so far as an envious heart can have rest. The dwarfs, when they came home in the evening, found Snow White lying up on the ground. She breathed no longer and was dead. They lifted her up, looked to see whether they could find anything poisonous, unlaced her, combed her hair, washed her with water and wine. But it was all no use. The poor child was dead and remained dead. They laid her up on a bier, and all 7 of them sat round it and wept for her and wept 3 days long. Then they were going to bury her, but she still looked as if she were living and still had her pretty red cheeks. They said, We could not bury her in the dark ground, and they had a transparent coffin of glass made, so that she could be seen from all sides. And they laid her in it, and wrote her name up on it golden letters, and that she was king's daughter. Then they put the coffin out on the mountains, and one of them always stayed by it and watched it. And birds came too, and wept for Snow White, first an owl, then a raven, and last a dove. And Snow White lay a long, long time in the coffin, and she did not change, but looked as if she were asleep. For she was as white as snow, as red as blood, and her hair was as black as ebony. It happened, however, that the king's son came into the forest and went to the dwarf's house to spend the night. He saw the coffin on the mountain and the beautiful Snow White within it, and red was written upon it golden letters. Then he said to the dwarfs, Let me have the coffin. I will give you whatever you want for it. But the dwarfs answered, We will not part with it for all the gold in the world. Then he said, Let me have it as a gift, for I cannot live without seeing Snow White. I will honor and prize her as my dearest possession. As he spoke in this way, the good dwarfs took pity upon him and gave him the coffin. And now the king's son needed carried away by his servants on their shoulders. And it happened that they stumbled over a tree stump, and with the shock the poisonous piece of apple which Snow White had bitten off came out of her throat. And before long she opened her eyes, lifted up, the lid of the coffin sat up and was once more alive. "Oh heavens, where am I?" she cried. The king's son, full of joy, said, "You are with me," and told her what happened, and said, "I love you more than everything in the world. Come with me to my father's place. You shall be my wife."